second session on week 2 module of cloud computing for beginners. Hope everyone had a good knowledge in types of virtualized environments. In this module, we can have a discussion on virtual machine managers, virtualization techniques that allow multiple OS termed guest to run concurrently on a host computer. With this in this session about virtual machine managers. This session summarizes the concepts of virtual machine managers and its responsibility. In this figure, we are viewing non-virtual and virtual machine. Virtual machine is a self-contained machine. Non-virtual machine is the software. This non-virtual machine is made up of operating environment. For example, .dll file, .com, likewise, executable software which will link its native API code to the underlying operating system for features like language grammar and syntax computation. Virtual machine, on the other hand, is a self-contained operating environment that behaves as if it is a separate computer. For example, Java applets run in a Java virtual machine that has no access to the host operating system. Another big example of virtual machine is the internet. It sits nowhere on your computer system and performs tasks which is accessible to the internet. This is the main difference between virtual and non-virtual machine. This figure explicitly given depiction of VMM. VMM is called Virtual Machine Monitor or Virtual Machine Manager. This is called as hypervisor. This is one of many hardware virtualization techniques that allow multiple OS termed guest to run concurrently on a host computer. It is named so because it is conceptually one level higher than supervisory program. Multiple instances of variety of operating system may share the virtualized hardware resource. Types of VMM. One is called to be as an host. Second one is called to be as an hypervisor. Third one is called to be as an guest. Otherwise, you can call it as server. Host OS is first type. In this method, VMM enables to be installed on the guest OS and running computer with no modification. Second is hypervisor. It offers best performance, flexibility, and most controlling VM environment. Third is service or guest OS. It combines hypervisor's robustness with hosted models flexibility that uses existing OS. Learners, do you have any idea about the capabilities of VMM? Whenever talking about the capabilities, can you able to recollect anything about virtual machine or virtualization? Okay, let us see. These are the capabilities of virtual machine monitor or manager. First is data center, virtualization host, networking, storage, library resources. Data center. This data center is capable of configuring and managing the components as a single fabric in VMM. Data center components include virtualization servers, networking components, and storage resources. VMM provisions and manages the resources needed to create and deploy virtual machines and services to private clouds. Host. VMM can add, provision, manage Hyper-V and VM virtualization host and clusters. Networking. This add networking resources to the VMM fabric, including network sites defined by IP subnets, virtual LANs, logical switches, static IP addresses, and pools. Using gateways, VMs on the virtual networks can connect to physical networks in the same site or in different location. Storage. VMM can discover, classify, provision, allocate, and design local and remote storage. VMM supports block storage and SANs, library resources. VMM Fabric retains a library of file-based and non-file-based resources that are used to create and deploy VMs. And services on virtualization host. File-based resources include virtual hard disks, ISO images, and scripts. VMM architecture. VMM stands for Virtual Machine Monitor. It is a software which allows management, governance, creation of VM, and also manages the virtualized environment operation. Whenever coming to the architecture, this VMM architecture or VMware workstation virtualize all the IO devices using a novel design called hosted virtual machine architecture. The primary feature of this design is it takes advantage of pre-existing OS for IO device. When VMM runs directly on the hardware, it establishes the privileged virtual machine monitor component. In this architecture, it holds host, library, console, DB, and app controller. So even though VMM has full system and hardware privileges, it behaves cooperatively and allows the host OS to schedule it. The host OS can also page out the memory allocated to a particular virtual machine, except for a small set of pages that the VMM has pinned on behalf of the virtual machine. This allows VMware workstation to be treated by the host OS like regular application, but occasionally at the expense of performance if the host OS makes poor resource scheduling choices for the virtual machine. The CPU is handled by the VMM. So whenever talking about this particular VMM, it also has virtual CPU, virtual storage, virtual memory, and so on, like normal host machine. This VMM holds some sort of role. So whenever talking about this VMM, it will hold the manager responsibility. The manager can act as a user. The manager can act as a manager. The manager can act as an administrator. The manager can act as a consoler. We are going to have an in-depth example of this VMM. So we are going to discuss about the case study termed to be as Oracle VM Manager. So this figure depicts this Oracle VM. So it holds the repository, otherwise we can call it a storage pool. Then it holds Oracle VM Manager. It holds Oracle VM Server. Then next, it is going to hold some sort of beds. It is going to hold Oracle VM agents. This Oracle VM Manager provides the user interface, which is a standard ADF, that is Application Development Framework, to manage Oracle VM servers, virtual machines, and resources. This manager is responsible for creating virtual machines from installation media or from virtual machine template. It deletes VMs. It power-offs VMs. It imports VMs whenever it is needed. It can deploy and it can clone. It can perform live migrations. It can import and manage ISOs. It can create and manage virtual machine templates. Then it can create and manage shared virtual disks. As a user, this manager can create and manage VMs and also import the resources. As a manager, it can manages the server pool, which is called as a manager repository, resources and servers. A manager also has all the privileges of the user role. Administrator. The administrator performs administration tasks such as managing user accounts, importing resources, approving imported resources, and administrator has also all the privileges of the user role and the manager role. Then next is Oracle VM Server. This Oracle VM Server can perform one, two, or all of the functions like server pool master function, utility function, and virtual machine server function. When talking about pool master function, this server pool master is the core of the server pool operation. It acts as the contact point of all the repository to the outside world, and also it dispatches the other servers within the server pool. So this pool or repository, which is called as an Oracle VM Manager repository, will act as a load balancer. For example, when you start a VM, the server pool master will choose a VM server with the maximum resources available to run the VM. This is also called as repository. Next functionality performed by VM server is it will act as a utility server function, responsible for all IO intensive operations like copying, moving files. Its function focuses on creation and removal operation of virtual machine, servers, and server pool. When there are several utility servers, the server pool master chooses the utility server within the maximum CPU resources available to conduct the task. The next is VM server function. The primary function of the VM server is to run all the VMs, thus acting as a hypervisor. The next is VM agent. VM agent is set up on the virtual machine server to establish communication between repository, utility servers, and virtual machine servers. There can be one or more virtual machine servers in the repository. When there are several virtual machine servers, the server pool master chooses the VM with the maximum resource available to start and run. Agent is installed on the server. So this is up to Oracle VM Manager, which holds repository, manager, server, and agent. This session summarizes about virtual and non-virtual machine. What is VMM? Capabilities of VMM. Architectural or reference model of VMM. And we have seen about Oracle VM Manager. Thank you, learners. Dear all, hope week 2 second session had created an understanding of virtual machine manager and its responsibility. Thank you, learners. We will see in third session.